chase him before then.
At the back, can't go on the ball. At these moments like this, you've got to try and make the most of it.
Eddie McLean and Lawrence Shankland trying to put pressure on Palace and the Brazilian goalkeeper.
Sure,
It's past the first defender, but Gabriel is away. Is McGinn. It's a decent looking delivery as well.
Oh, but that's it.
Sent on its way by Lucas Paqueta. Was better from Scotland.
Yeah, it was. I think it was a big opportunity. I think it was a free header for Scotland. I think Scott McKenna possibly in the box. Just maybe, see that, you can see maybe McTominay kind of blindsided a little bit.
I just point of interest that two of them alone there.
Ready for it. But that was a big chance for Scotland.
Having slightly more of the
Oh, but that's a big padlock next to what they say.
Without troubling Alisson in the Brazilian goal so far. Nathan Patterson.
Interest point, yeah.
It's Ferguson into Hendry. McKenna.
Why do they make the letter so small?
Get that injury.
Deciding that taking Lucas Paqueta wasn't something that he wanted to do. Jack Hendry. Haiti still beating Morocco in the other match. The goal has gone down as an own goal by Yassine Bounou, the Moroccan goalkeeper. Hendry as well, and now in possession. Holding off Paqueta, trying to get away from Casemiro. The touch finds McGinn. Scotland advance. It's Andy Robertson. Needs a good delivery. It will be a corner.
Yeah, good little play from Scotland. Better with a ball transition. Quicker, more direct. Not wasting time. And that's when you're able to stretch Brazil. Brazil did well in the end. Getting across, covering defending was very good.
Yeah, good little battle there between Robertson and Danilo. Playing as right back for Brazil. Ferguson across to take it. Hasn't missed a minute so far at the World Cup.
Money more put on Neymar in the match. Yeah. Look on the bench, man.
Delivery, not a bad one. John McGinn.
But that's struggling that much in the dog. That's how I want too easy.
Well, there
Yeah,
is
dog.
Nathan Patterson.
That's too easy goal mistake.
Paqueta. Excellent play.
Too easy goal
The
mistake.
ball hasn't gone out, but it's fallen at the feet of Ferguson. Goodness me, caught that with some
The referee took back one of them.
Very
Well,
well.
screen black.
Allison possibly had it covered. But Lucas Paqueta does really well down this left-hand side. Straight from the ball initially. A little bit of skill, a bit of flick between the legs. Regathering. Unfortunately, his pass is not the best. You can see there some really good defending there. Paqueta just throwing himself in the way.
Scotland's first shot of the match. It's Ferguson. Another ball in the air, and it is the same player to take it. Marquinhos with the header, and the referee spotting an infringement inside the box.
Scotland has to be careful. They can't afford to give away those needless sort of free kicks in the box. I'm not quite sure that's really a free kick, but unfortunately Scotland has been gone against them, and generally their side of the defending are going to get those sort of calls. But Scotland have to be a little bit careful in that regard. When they're up in those sort of areas, they've got to maximise the opportunity. They've got big players, they could deliver in the box. It's the best way of trying to hurt Brazil.
This has been a few minutes here for Scotland. Best of the match for them as they try to get back in the game with Patterson. Here's Gannon Douglas, quick to double up on him, but they couldn't stop him. Squirted away from
Oh, Scotland's full back one in the dog.
It's got a liveliness about it. He'll give Brazil's defence something to think about. Yeah, Douglas Santos has got a real job in his hand down his left-hand side to try and deal with.
I feel like they're going to become one for them like Jay or
He's not afraid to take players on. Good example of him. Santos there just dropping a little bit, giving him too much space.
Ferguson was a bit too keen there against Billy Jr. Marquinhos. Here's Gabriel.
Boom!
Scoring in each of the group
Brother, me
matches.
I jump to play now, man.
Ronaldo and Rivaldo in 2002. Every year a Brazilian
The man
player is
turn
done
a shot for my dog.
win the World Cup, and Mateus Cunha
Whenever you see him.
trying to find a way through, sending it forward to Ryan. Ryan down inside the box, appealing to the referee. Brazil wanting the ball, Scotland getting on with it. And venturing forward. And Patterson wanting Gavin Doak to be a little further forward. He's got it now though, and he'll win the throw.
Form in their side for Brazil at the moment. He's really the one that's causing the most problems. You can see there they're trying to double up on him. And now he's got pace. Now he's got skill on the ball. Not afraid to take on. Santos down his left-hand side, and he needs to be really on it.
McLean launching it. Casemiro with a
Yeah, shots him on them, I think, brother.
Scotland
No,
having a go
Scotland
here.
is smells it. Yeah, no, the man is.
Casemiro.
I smell him on them goal.
To get on with the game, very quick to recycle the ball. Scotland Tomine coming short to collect, looking for Shankland, but that was easy for Marquinhos to collect. Scott McKenna to Roberts. Heading for left down here, will be with Tottenham next season in the Premier League. McKenna's with
Esperem aí.
So, oh, it never see
We'll
it,
be
though.
on time for once, eh? Arms out, let's go.
Santos busy.
Okay, right over there. They will bring it soon. Go on.
McLean finding Robertson. 4 inside the penalty area to Heyman.
Beyond the airstrip, you must be careful. If guards get a good look at you while you're in restricted areas, they will not
fans.
Wouldn't say it's iconic. I think it is.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was very much 2002, that hairstyle for Ronaldo. This is Marquinhos. Now Mateus Cunha. Danilo again racing forward there as well. Douglas Santos providing width on the near side. Achraf Hakimi has equalised for Morocco. 1-1 against Haiti now in the other match in this group.
Yeah, sometimes can be really awkward ball that into the box. Does really well to find his goalkeeper, give an easy head back to him. Scotland can relieve the pressure a little bit and try and work their way now back up the pitch.
Last 5 minutes of the first half. Other than the defensive error in the 7th minute, Scotland have acquitted themselves reasonably well in a very tough fixture, haven't they?
They have. I think they've handled themselves really well.
Camilo Cabello enjoying the World Cup, the singer. And Matthew Broderick there as well. Ferris Bueller's latest day off is at the football. Marquinhos. Here's Guimaraes. Confirmation of the 1-1 scoreline in the other match.
About effort from Cunha. It's obviously a very, very dangerous player. Has the ability to curl and into that far post, just gets it slightly right. Needing to be engaging a little bit more. You don't want to give someone like Cunha too many more opportunities in this game to shoot from that sort of distance.
Away from Cunha. Gannon Doak just trying to give Douglas Santos the slip. Gabriel is there to help him out. This is Marquinhos. He's got a lovely unhurried style, as Marquinhos. He just reads the game so well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's got the players that will make space, not just stand behind players. They'll look to find areas where they want the ball. As every one of these Brazilian players is happy to have the ball in under any circumstances. They've got players that are around you, and a player like Marquinhos who has the ability to find players in any situation.
Straight out of it, says, get up and carry on. The two players deep in conversation for a moment there as the match carried on elsewhere. Casemiro, a couple of minutes remaining of the opening 45. We're expecting around half a dozen minutes of added time. Lovely little flick there from Guimaraes. Andy Robertson there. Right place, right time ahead of Cunha.
Yeah, good defending. Getting back across, making sure he's got a ball in behind there, he's able to cover it. It's a decent ball back to his goalkeeper as well. He can just put his foot through it. Sometimes that's the best way of dealing with that sort of that pressure. Just don't force it. Don't put yourself on any more unnecessary risks.
Into Casemiro. Marquinhos. What a match the other one is in the group. Wilson Isidore has restored Haiti's lead. Morocco won 82 as Casemiro sends it long into the Scotland penalty area. Ryan forward. Vinny Jr. back. It's off the line by Patterson. Superb defending. Brazil very close to scoring a second goal.
Yeah, good play again. Vinicius Jr. down the right-hand side. All his pace to get on the end of it, cuts it back. Cuts it back there, good little move at 1-2 basically, down the line. Vinicius Junior, really quick pace. Cunha with a diving flick on. Scotland, I think, was very, very fortunate in the end. That could have easily ended up in the back of their own net. It was Lewis Ferguson, the one that clears it off the line.
Getting it back into Lucas Paqueta, so all the time in the world to pick the delivery, and despite that, it's the easiest catch of the night for Angus Gunn. Room for Scotland to come forward. Robertson. McTominay. The crowd reaction in the background is because the scoreboard has just told them what's going on in the other match between Morocco and Haiti. To additional time here. We have got a minimum of 6 minutes. This is John McGinn. Scotland find a route back into the game before the break. Will it be advantage Brazil? Andy Robertson has got Gannon Doak ahead of him. He's swapped wings for the time being. Over on the far side. Here's McGinn now, the captain of Aston Villa. Good challenge by Casemiro. Now it's with Shankland. Gannon Doak collects. Scotland threatening, looking for the equaliser. It's a total miscue, but here he comes again. Sturdy but fair-looking challenge, I think, from Casemiro inside the penalty area.
Yeah, looked like he got all the ball, didn't he? And Gannon Doak just runs into it.
Doesn't quite fall from again outside the penalty area. It's 2-2, and Ismail Sabari with the equaliser from Morocco. What a first half in that one. Here's the table as it stands in real time following that equalising goal for Morocco. Vinicius Junior down under pressure from Nathan Patterson. Referee right on the spot to see the challenge. Didn't like it. The scoreboard's going mad. The updates coming constantly for the crowd, and they're showing in the replays of the goals in the other game as well.
Certainly entertaining for the fans here in the stadium as well. Not only their own game, but seeing the highlights of the other match.
Paqueta. Key moments here. Added time at the end of the first half. Scotland can ill afford to ship another goal now. This is Danilo into Bruno Guimaraes. Ryan racing into the box. Guimaraes again. It's above. Anthony Junior's there to head it home at the far post.
Scotland get the money to score for it. Yeah, make them catch it up.
Star performer in Miami tonight. It's the third time he's had the ball in the net in this first half. It's the second time it's going to count. And with half-time on the horizon, Brazil might have a 2-goal lead.
Oh, it's an absolutely crucial moment of the game. The worst possible time they could see the goal, but for Brazil to get themselves to double their lead, perfect. And the ball to the far post is absolutely brilliant. And Vinicius Junior, probably his least known part of his body, deserves to score a goal with his head. Finishes it really, really well. Has a bit of a scuffle for the ball. Scotland never could quite deal with it. As that ball was played to the far post. Vinicius Junior's run is exceptional. Reads it really well. Adjustment is brilliant. And all he needs to do in the end is just dive it to the back of the net.
It was agonisingly out of reach for Angus Gunn. Beyond Patterson. And Vinicius Junior scores his 4th goal of this World Cup. Scotland 0, Brazil 2.
Vinicius Junior's reading of that ball as he's running across the 6-yard box was exceptional. You see him readjust his line. Angus Gunn just can't get there. And in the end, Vinicius Junior was a single header. That's all the work he did before, and his footwork was brilliant. haven't done well with the second ball. They've struggled to deal with it. Not being quickest to react. Brazil have always been on that front foot. Every time that ball comes down, they're ready to pounce. Another example of it there was Scotland half cleared it open just for the edge of the box. Brazil were able to recycle it and get it back in the box really quickly, and that's where they punish Scotland once again.
Yeah, go back, so.
Here's Andy Robertson now, sending it into the penalty area. Liverpool nodding back, shot coming in from Gavin Doak. Billy Jr. scoring twice in the match for Brazil for the second time in his career, first time since the Copa America a couple of years ago. Jack Hendry with the throw. Mateus Cunha, Vinicius Junior, Lloyd.
Alright, we have a target and we have a location. We are missing everything else. Head back to the sun and we get started. And if you want to go back to the island, you can, of course.
Lucas Paqueta into Australia. It's brilliantly done, and that's a fine save from Angus Gunn. That was nearly an exquisite goal.
That was beautiful play from Brazil. Really nice. Really playing on the attacking foot. Such exquisite football. Ryan almost does it. His first touch is sublime. Gives himself all the time in the world. Angus Gunn. That is an exceptional save. He comes out, composes himself, and just makes himself really big. It's a really strong left hand. Very good goalkeeper.
What an exciting young player he is. As he really set it by Lucas Paqueta. Header away, calls invitingly for Douglas Santos. Yeah, Ryan arrived in midway through the season. Stepping in very nicely indeed.
Yeah. Yeah, I got Casey. Yeah, I got Casey. I got Casey. It look like you have to stop the car but I come out because it grey out. That's it. Ball.
Knock. Dave here. We're in a bit of a crisis situation here in Paradise. Now the kind of music...
Crisp, refreshing, Coors Seltzer slushy flavors. Grape and orange. Coors Seltzer slushy flavors.
Football we're a nation. So got the culture.
Heavy turnover by Scott McKenna. Look at the moves, just like that. Gives Brazil the 1-0 lead, but he was not done. It's stoppage time. Guess who? It's Vinny Jr. yet again. Heads it in at the back post. That is his 4th goal of the tournament. Just making magic. Has Brazil in complete control up 2-0 at the half. And here are your first half stats. So Brazil has lost just 3 of its last 72 World Cup matches after scoring first. Vinicius Jr., the 5th Brazilian to score in all 3 group stage matches at the same World Cup. In the previous 4 instances, Brazil did go on to win the title. That is music to Brazilian fans' ears as we welcome you back to Jack Bull Plaza. Lindsay Hamilton alongside Canadian international Sam Kubi, Terry Denfield, and Tosaint Ricketts. Okay, we got to start with the man of the match. We have seen these stars perform at this World Cup. Add Vinicius Jr.'s name to the list. I mean, not only does he start the scoring to give Brazil that lead, perhaps a gift from Scotland, we'll get to that in just a moment, but then he scores his 2nd, and now with goals in 3 straight matches, Toss. I mean, he's in the conversation with Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland, just one back of Messi for the Golden Boot, having himself quite the tournament.
That's exactly it. When we're talking about stars, you know, Messi's obviously leading the show, 5 goals. Haaland contributed as well, and Mbappe. But don't forget about Vinny Jr. He's the star of this Brazilian team. He's etching his name in the history books of Brazil with these goals, and he's been electric. 4 goals in 3 games, Terry. This guy is unbelievable.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with his overall performance. I think it's been excellent. He's running in behind, getting on the end of things. When it's on, when he's being double teamed, he's keeping his team in possession. He was part of the press. Ryan, he sets the regain off, but he's in the right spot to tap it in. So I think he's a player that's just enjoying his football right now, Sam, making really good decisions. And it's not necessarily just about him. He's representing Brazil here. It's about Brazil.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we did see the Brazilian samba that we were all looking for.
Sam, 10 out of 10 Samba. He's been dancing all first half.
I would give Vinicius about a 7 out of 10. But like you said, he's been relentless. He's been trying to attack. He's been looking to be creative, man. He's made his presence felt throughout this competition. I mean, like we said, 4 goals in 3 games. What more could you really ask for from a world-class player?
And then, Terry, what about Scotland? I mean, there was the foul. You asked yourself, perhaps, did Scotland get away with one there? And then that first goal, an absolute gift from Scotland. Are they shooting themselves in the foot in that first half?
Lindsay, I'm absolutely gutted for Scotland right now. One thing you can't do against Brazil is this, and if I'm completely honest, it doesn't come as a surprise. I was worried about Scotland against Morocco on the bill. There's 4 changes on this side of the pitch.
That's
Kevin comes in, Clayton comes in, Ferguson's a bit higher, Quinn's new to that side. There's not a lot of chemistry, as you can see here. Okay, McKenna has to do better. He can go back to guys, he can go direct. But the chemistry just wasn't there in that moment. And Toss Sam, you know what it's like to play in heat like this. Sometimes you're just a little bit
If we are going to use submarine to approach Mr. Rubio's island, we will need to deal with sonar network. A deflector is the only way, but it is not the kind of equipment you buy in a store. It is the kind of equipment you steal from private military contractor. They are called Merryweather, and they are running tests on their... And it's sonar deflector. I have location of the test, but my sonar is blank for this area. This is a good sign. Are you in? Nothing on the sonar, which is just what we want, of course. The deflector will be a small box with switches and antenna and so on.
Yo, me get shot from that? Yo, when me get shot from, I don't know that. Yeah, one of them. effort for that. That's it. One demonstrate effort. Dive. Shit, all of them dive, man, them splash shoot me, brother.
New 7% Core Seltzer. In 3 slushy
Yeah,
flavors.
each me.
Fruit punch, green apple, and blue raspberry. New 7% Core Seltzer slushy flavors. Ready, Walter? That's really salty. Very salty. But your jaw on the field, she's hanging on it.
Somebody has shot me right that's a dog. You know, I'm using some.
Here comes collab. As we take a look at your first half highlights from Morocco and Haiti. In the 10th minute here. Yassine Bouno directs it into his own net. Haiti's first World Cup goal since 1974. An own goal. And in the 39th minute. Ashraf Hakimi with an equalizer. Moments later, it pulls to Isidore. Gorgeous strike inside the box, but it's stopped in time. Sabari forcing it first.
Well, there you are. You popped onto my sonar as soon as you took the scanner.
Here's a look at
Now,
the lines
time to leave.
To be clear, this is how the group looks. If these current results hold, Brazil will be first on 7 points, Morocco second on 5, Haiti eliminated. But as things stand, they would earn their first ever World Cup points. Well, Sam mentioned Asaba Vinicius Jr. He was doing it for sure with not one, but 2 goals in that first half.
Just
They
really nice,
Scotland in Miami, while Morocco and Haiti tied at 2 in Atlanta. We'll get to your second half kick in Group C coming up next.
This is it. Next goal wins. Cool. You're a great actor. I'll give you that. Well, I mean, this is my type of man. This is how I type.
How was your swim, Captain? I hope you're not too tired. There are some very concerned helicopter pilots looking for you. Get the deflector back to our sub.
The future is already here. Next starts now. It's me. Still celebrating, huh? Towers are gonna start taking you now.
I'd be one of us a dog. Big effort.
And with people insights, you ultimately win money.
Yo, you're in a sub? If you're in a sub,
Turns out how terrible that sounded.
just bought two.
Especially when the second half will come out. How bad could it be?
That's good. they got to do it. But that why that's something I move so. But now have on different entry. You have to enter from the front part. Alright, equipment, you know.